welcome back to Down the Track. Today we'll be doing the player ratings for the KKR versus Mumbai Indians game. It looked like KKR were cruising, 80% of the game. It looked like it was going to be their win, and suddenly Mumbai Indians, defending champions, they just never give up, and they showed tremendous character in this game, I think. And in the end, they won the game. I have with me my co-host Aziz. How are you doing?
Good. I mean, that just shows why this is a champion side. 5 times winners, just phenomenal, never give up attitude, and worked out for them nicely.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree with that. To be honest, I thought I was going to give Russell 10 out of 10 in this game, but we'll have to change our ratings a bit because everything turned in the last couple overs. Let's start with the Mumbai ratings, and then you can ask me about KKR.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, Rohit Sharma, he got the runs on the board, but it wasn't his fluent self. Your rating for him?
Yeah, I think he wasn't his fluent self. For the bat, you expect a little bit more, but from a captaincy standpoint, man, I mean, again, as usual, he's been phenomenal as a captain for this Mumbai side. I'm gonna give him an extra point for that. I give him a total of 7 on 10.
7 on 10 for Rohit Sharma, and then his partner in crime, Quinton de Kock, coming out of quarantine, looked a bit rusty. Your thoughts on his performance?
Yeah, I think the quarantine, when you come out, I think it was just a day or two since he came out of quarantine. So it was just like not enough time for him to settle in and get going. A rusty start, I expect bigger things from him, but for the performance today, 5 on 10.
5 on 10 for Quinton, and then Surya Kumar.
Man, as usual, he's just fearless cricketer. What a player India found in the middle order as well, and of course he's been phenomenal for Mumbai over the years as well. But I think that after that kind of start, I expected him to stick on a little bit longer so that they could have gotten those 15-20 extra runs that could have been the winning score. So for that reason, I'll just cut out a point, but 8.5 performance for him.
8.5 for Surya Kumar. Yeah, I think he was batting beautifully, but you expect him to bat on. And then Ishan Kishan is not finding that last season form. Even when he played for India, he looked good, but he had an injury in between. Maybe that's impacting his performance.
Yeah, I think so. I think, and also I think he's just trying too hard. I think the Chennai wicket also, you need to settle down a little bit. But I think that's the kind of fearless cricket that the new age Indian boys are playing, which is nice to see. But I think sometimes when the pitch is doing those tricks, I think it's important to kind of respect it and then settle down. Maybe I think he went all guns blazing from ball 1 and he wasn't able to connect. So I'll give him a 5 on 10 as well.
5 on 10 for Ishan Kishan. And then Hardik Pandya, a couple of boundaries, but then, again, it looked like he was struggling. He couldn't get the free flow from the bat. Maybe it's the pitch as well, but yeah, your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I think I expect more from him. He's the mainstay of the middle order. We've seen him in the past do very, very well as well. I think that he wasn't able to get going, and I think that he wasn't respecting the pitcher. Also, a 5.5 on 10 for him.
5.5 on 10. And similarly, Paulie, he also couldn't get going. Andre Russell got him out. I don't think he'll be happy with that. He'll want to come back. But your thoughts on his performance?
Yeah, I think bowling and batting, I thought he was a little poor overall. Again, one of those performances for him to forget. 5 on 10.
5 on 10. And then Krunal Pandya, some key runs with the bat in the end, and then with the ball, much better. I think he slowed his pace as well. So your thoughts on his performance?
I thought he was unlucky because I think he dropped Russell twice. I think one of his own bowling by him, and one was a simple regulation for Bumrah, who missed it. I thought he was very, very good. I thought he also very important. I think Chahar got the wickets, but I think his contribution in the bowling was very important as well. So very good performance, 8.5 on 10 for him.
8.5 on 10. Yeah, it's 4 overs, 13 runs, 1 wicket. That's like 3.25 economy. That's
sensational.
Yeah, sensational. So you said 8.5 out of 10?
Yeah.
And then Jansen, a bit expensive. He just bowled the 2 over 17 runs. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I wasn't used much, so not much I can really say in his comments. I think whenever in the field, I thought he fielded okay. I guess that's the most important. A little bit expensive, so 6 on 10.
6 on 10 for Jansen. And I think for me, it was the man of the match. Rahul Chahar bowled brilliantly, picked up 4 wickets. He got Mumbai into the game single-handedly and allowed the death bowlers to do the job. So your thoughts on his performance?
He was phenomenal. I think after last game, when he was a little bit poor, I think he came back brilliantly. I thought even in the first over of his, when Gill hit him for a 4 and 6, he didn't give up. I think he took the wicket of Gill, and every over he got a wicket. I want to give him a 10. Should I give him a 10? I think it was a 10 worthy performance.
Especially
think we'll
when,
give him a 10. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's that's amazing breaking news. Brad gives it 10 out of 10, but I think it was worthy because they're out of the game and his 4 wickets changed the game, and he got hit for a 6 first, and then to come back and pick Shubman's Gill wicket and then all the important wickets, I think credit to him. So 10 on 10.
Yeah, the top order wickets as well. The likes of Gill, the likes of Rana, who are all in form. Rahul, Rana, Tripathi, the top 4 almost. So it's very, very important for his wickets to come. Game an absolutely solid impact on it. I can't not give him a 10 for that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. And then Jasprit Bumrah, he bowled that second last over brilliantly, and he gave Bolt enough runs to defend. And I think that shows his class. He didn't pick up any wickets, but to bowl like that in the death, Jasprit Bumrah is Jasprit Bumrah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he was phenomenal in that death over as usual. He created enough pressure and gave enough runs to Bolt to work with. In the last over. So yeah, I think phenomenal. But I think a little bit expensive initially, and that drop catch makes me want to dock off a point. So I'll just be a little harsh on him and give him a 7 on 10.
7 on 10.
Yeah.
All right, and then Bolt. Last over, brilliant, picked up a couple of wickets. He killed the game for Mumbai, made sure that, he could have still gave away the runs, but he was very, very good in the death. 4 overs, 27 runs, 2 wickets.
Yeah, I think he was good again. Phenomenal end to the game. I think picking up those wickets and being consistent with his lines and lengths, not letting KKR get away, because still at the time they had DK and they had Russell, so they could have lost the game still at that point as well. But I think he did well. So an 8.5 on 10 for him.
8.5 on 10 for Bolt. Yeah, I agree with that. That wraps up the Mumbai ratings. KKR, you can ask me.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. The orange cap holder at the moment, Rana.
I'm going to give him 8 on 10. I think he batted really well. He looked really good when he was there, but I think he should have finished it off. Although, I can't really blame him. He gave the start. He scored a half century. You need the middle order to step up as well. So you can't really blame him only for losing. But yeah, when you're settled on this kind of pitch, I think you expect one batsman to go till the end, and maybe he should have done that. But yeah, I think 8 on 10 performance.
Yep. Fair enough. Gill?
Gill, I'm gonna probably go 7 on 10. He got the start again. He supported Rana well. They got the opening partnership. He already hit a 6 of Chahar. To go again, I think it was unnecessary, especially on this pitch, which was conducive to spin. I don't think he should have done that. So I'm gonna give him 7 out of 10.
Fair enough. Tripathi?
3 out of 10. One down. He's trying to just on this performance, I think he should have rotated the strike. There's no need to go start hitting from ball 1. I think he should have relaxed a bit. I think he was over aggressive, and 3. I know I'm being critical, but for the performances, I have to give 3 out of 10.
Fair enough. Morgan,
5 out of 10. I think batting was poor and he needs to do better, but his captaincy was outstanding. It was 10 out of 10, his captaincy. So that's why I'm giving him 5 points just based on captaincy. But otherwise, I think his batting was poor. He'll have to improve. Even the likes of Russell and him. These guys is what KKR depend on. They're the fire engine. What do you call it? The engine room of this team. So yeah, I'm going to give him 5 on 10.
Yep. I'm moving on. Shakib?
Shakib ul Hasan, again with the bat, he threw away his wicket. I don't know why he did that. The commentators saying they're trying to avoid the death bowling, so they're trying to finish off the game early. But you don't need to do that. Just work the singles, and the bad ball will come, even if it's a Bumrah or Bolt. But you're throwing away your wickets that early when it was not necessarily at all. And then with the ball, I think he was decent, 5.5 economy. So I'm gonna give him 5 on 10. It's a bit critical, but I think he bowled well, but batting was very poor, and you can't throw away your wicket like that.
Yeah, someone with that kind of experience, I think you need to stick on and just continue and take those single doubles and finish the game off. I agree with your view over there. Moving on, DK.
DK stayed till the end, but he couldn't finish off the game. 8 of 11, he just couldn't connect. A lot of it has to do with the pitch because a lot of the batsmen struggled. But yeah, I'll have to give him a 3 out of 10. I think if I'm giving Tripathi 3, I think if you're there till the end, you need to try to finish it off, try to connect. But unfortunately, he couldn't finish it. And yeah, 3 out of 10 for Dinesh Karthik.
Yeah, I think a little bit different from Tripathi and Dinesh. I think because Dinesh had to go from ball 1, Tripathi had time to settle in.
Fair
and
enough.
Dinesh had to so that's my opinion. But I guess your point is worth it as well. Moving on, Andrew Russell, big man Dre.
Oh, this is so hard. I think this is the hardest rating ever because first half 10 on 10, second half like 0 on 10. Actually, I'm gonna go with the 7. I think actually I'll go with the 8. I think he bowled magnificently. If you just look at him from a bowler's perspective, he bowled magnificently, 8 on 10. But you have to be harsh on his batting. He wasn't connecting at all. Like whether they found out his weakness or he's struggling on these kind of pitches, I don't know what it is. But he really needs to improve his batting because this game should have been Russell's game easily. He should have been man of the match, standing there not out. So very disappointed with his batting, but his bowling was sensational. 2 overs, 5 wickets, man. How can you like that's a 10 on 10 performance? But I have to dock 2 points because of his batting. And I think Morgan used him really well and did that, and he showed that he can do the job, which will take the pressure off Cummins. So 8 on 10 for Russell.
Yeah, fair enough. Cummins.
Cummins again, I think he bowled really well. The way Morgan used him, he finished him off a bit earlier, and I think he bowled brilliantly. He got the wicket of Rohit Sharma as well. What was it? 2 wickets for 4 overs. That's an economy of 6, right? So I'm gonna give him 7 on 10. I think he bowled really well.
Yeah, Bajpa.
Bajji, again, I think you should have been used a bit more, maybe because of the matchup, because they're bowling to Pollard and Pandya. Maybe that's why he went with Prasidh Krishna Morgan. But I think Bajji bowled decently in the first couple of overs. Like he should have maybe got a couple in the middle as well. But I'll give him 6 on 10. I don't think he did too much wrong.
Yeah, I think similar to Marco Jansen, not used as much as he would have probably liked. But I think Varun Chakravarti.
Varun Chakravarti, 7 on 10. I think he bowled pretty well. He bowled with the new ball. He picked up an early wicket as well. I think of Quinton de Kock, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think he bowled pretty well. He had his control. The wicket is assisting him. Ideally, he'll probably want to take more wickets in the future, but like the economy rate was outstanding, so I'm going to give him 7 on 10.
Fair enough. And finally, Prasidh Krishna.
Prasidh Krishna was expensive today, man. He went for 10.5 when everybody else was going for 7, 8. So I think that was a bit of the weak link. But he bowled really well in the game before, so you can't really blame him. I'm sure it's a learning curve for him. He will improve. I'm gonna give him 4 out of 10 for this performance.
Enough. That wraps it up. Mumbai taking a lot of confidence, and KKR will probably be kicking themselves in their backsides for that kind of performance.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think Mumbai and now like other teams will be as well. They'll be very scared. Like they'll be like, well, what is this? Like they're supposed to lose this game and they're winning. So I think this kind of win will give Mumbai even more confidence. Whereas KKR, it'll hurt them a lot the way they lost. But let's see how it goes with IPL. Anything can happen. That's why you can't give up till the last ball.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. And I'm looking forward to the tensions building up, the war is getting ready for tomorrow at home. Who you got going tomorrow?
I'm going Sunrisers, man, but let's see how it goes. I hope you're going to give a lot of 10 on 10s tomorrow for the Orange Army. But, they're playing an RCB team who have some extremely good talent. Both teams have weaknesses. Both teams have strengths. Whoever plays on the day, I think, and they're both used to the conditions as well. Now they've all played 1 game each. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. And I think it should be a close game, good fun.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
Sure.